Hello there! Welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of Capitalism Lab to become Chateau du Cavignac, the finest producer of Bordeaux wines from Lagos. And in our last episode, we began our business of cola, which is a good step towards profitability, and you'll see this going through our P&L here. This episode, we went through 1.9 year, and our revenue jumped by 42% to 310 million per year. That is a huge increase, especially when you think back in the day, we were talking about 24, 25 million per year. Now we're going at 310. That's half double expenses. As for our gross profit, we went to a margin of 40.6%, a very healthy increase. And this is actually increased by our dilution of selling expenses. Went down to 13.6 million after spending almost all of the episodes at 14 to 16%. So when we look at the sub-items of selling expenses, salaries was diluted to 5.8%, advertising was diluted to 5.8% as well, curiosity, and training diluted to 2%. So we're gaining in all fronts. As for our general and administrative expenses, we've come up to 8.9%. This is an increase basically from R&D, which went to 4.9%, while overhead diluted to 4%, which is very good. We started at 7%, and slowly we're creeping down that dilution ladder. And speaking of non-operating profits, we went to a loan interest expense of 2.2% of revenues. That's a dilution because our overall loans actually increased by 0. We continue at 82 million. However, our cash increased by 52 million to 90 million. That means we're in a net cash position rather than a net debt position with 9 million surplus. If we wanted to, we could pay off all our loans, and our last 12-month EBITDA of 58 million. That means we're at a net positive leverage. I don't know what this means, but we're just swimming in money. We could pay our debt off. That would decrease our 2% in interest. But we have more investments to do, at least in the short term. Maybe we can flirt with this. That would be interesting to make up another 2% in our profitability. Speaking of profitability, our EBITDA is at 18% of margin. That's almost a record. We lost episode 1 when businesses was just so small, can't really measure things. And our net profitability is at 18.7%. I am hugely positive that this is very healthy to our business. So speaking of our business, we have a couple of steps to take here, at least in the short term. So when we speak of R&D, we are actually approaching the technology upgrades and everything ex cola. And I do think I will want to increase our grape juice technology. The reason being is that when we look at our stores, we have, say, wines at quality of 46 competing with 49 of local competitors. But in brand, we do pretty much destroy them, reaching a 78 overall quality. We had to make up for that with price at 8 versus my 13. But that's kind of like on par. If you look at corn, we actually pretty much over what we require, so we can increase profitability here as well. And cola, it's actually the same thing. We have 66 in quality, which is actually quite surprising when you think about how new the business is. And as brand increases, we are already surpassing local competitors. So that's good. But when you look at grape juice, quality is at still 39 versus 36 of local competitors. Brand is pretty good, but our overall rating is not that great. So I think that we have a little bit of work to be done with grape juice, especially with technology. I mean, that's the easiest way to work through that, which means that I will want to emancipate grape juice to a 9-cell unit, and I'll have to move these 2 units to a new R&D center as soon as this cycle is complete. But at least, that's more expenses. On the positive side, we're already at level 2 for all of our 3 R&D centers. That's good because it increases the efficiency of our research, and research is super expensive in this game. Now, a couple of other things to be mentioned. We have our grapes. They're producing pretty much comfortably with a quality of 40, but we're almost reaching the next tier. That's good. That'll increase our qualities across the board. Corn is also apparently supplying things correctly. Syrup seems to be pretty much on the limit, 100% here, but 25 here. What I think I will do is a second manufacturing unit and allow for a little bit more production of this semi-product to come into our cola factories, which are not being enough for the demand. And she's just like cranking up like crazy. It's not the fault of the sales units, it's the fault of the manufacturing units. So there is a potential that I may be required to produce double the cola units. I think it's pretty much expected for a new cola brand that comes in with the quality of, what is that, 66? And a brand rating 19. Yeah, look at that, that's exploding. But I'm gonna let that trickle down a little bit and I'll take a quick look at the other things. So grape juice is one other unit which is actually on the limit. I think it's time for a duplication of this. So I'm actually gonna do that right now. And what do they call it? Cavignac grape juice A. Cavignac grape juice B. You're going to do internal sales. Are you selling to anybody other than us? You are not. Okay. I'll put you on internal sale and I'll produce a warehouse to process this. So we're talking about an input, storage, and output. Link those up and you will purchase from current city suppliers: Chateau, grape juice A, grape juice B, products in, Cavignac grape juice warehouse. Now we've got this going. I'll put this down to what? 70 cents. I'll decrease you to 46. You as well. I will set you both up to internal sale. You are already. And then we have to go through our markets and swapping up all the grape juice purchasing units to current city warehouse. That's store number 1. Store number 2. Store number 3. Then jump over to Rio and do the same for store A times not current city. We've got all cities. Store B, store C, you're able to follow those clicks. Gotta be quick. Gotta keep people entertained. Got you for store A in Helsinki and store B in Helsinki. We do not have a store C. Well, maybe I should have a store C. I'll let time go by very slowly. And now we've got some wine cycling through. That's selling. Very good. Another thing I'd like to mention, if we look at grapes, it's actually at an increasing quality. I'll increase the cost as well, just to make sure that if someday somebody tries to purchase them, you won't be able to exploit me. And corn, we are selling to ourselves as well, but I will increase you just because, you know, quality 50 already. And there we go, a new cycle of technology. So wine, I definitely would accept a 2-year cycle. 96, we reached 96 in quality wines. We're going to have huge impacts towards our profitability. As for cola, we did not have any progress, but this unit did. So what I will do is, we got everybody on level 2. I will just suckle you guys around. Terminate R&D. And bring up grape juice. We're at level 61. I'm going to go for a short 1-year cycle, 9 units at technology. Actually training level 2. That'll take us to 81 in 1 single year. However, we will require a new R&D center to continue producing the tech for, what am I calling them? CavTech. For canned corn, R. And get a 6-cell unit. Yeah, 3-cell unit. This guy here is going to be corn syrup because it's way less important. Semi-product, the whole chain of production is going to be like 1-2% of overall quality of our cola. Not very important. So I'll put you up for a 2-year cycle. And as for you, we're talking about canned corn. Going for a 2-year cycle. That'll take us to 99. Not bad. And yeah, so I'll let technology just advance. Let's take a look at our corn. We increased our price. We are selling only to ourselves. That's okay. As for corn syrup, we are also selling to ourselves. We've got a little bit of throughput increase here going with the second manufacturing unit. Seems to be well in range of what we actually require. As for cola, as we mentioned before, we're only selling to ourselves, but demand seems to be seems to be outstripping supply. So you know what that means. You're going to enjoy the fact we have 78 million in cash. We're going to simply duplicate this firm, bring it in. We're just Cavignac Cola. Cavignac Cola B. Can you not purchase aluminum? What's the matter? All products, all supply, warehouse only. What happened here? Aluminum. Did you set your internal sale? Really? So apparently we can still purchase aluminum from our old partner because it's a sort of contract, maybe? But we cannot purchase for the new factory. It's very curious. Well, let's take a look. So we've got 3 brothers selling at 35 cents for both. One is at Helsinki, the other is in Rio. They're both not ideal. That's the freight cost, actually. 41 and 50, 35 and 30 for the price of itself. And quality is higher here, but it's not really that relevant. However, it is good to mention that this guy has no sales at all. A good chance that it'll go out of business, but I'll give it a chance. So there we go. We're starting to produce our cola. Cola at 25 cents here, 25 cents here. Now, if I look at clients, we're all to ourselves. So I'm actually going to confirm you as internal sales, produce a warehouse, and try to channel that all through our Cavignac Cola warehouse. Double inputs, storage, and double outputs. Channel that through our retail channels. So let's come in, clear you, current city, So cola A, cola B. Got it available. Make it available to everybody. I'm okay with that. Let's take a quick jump to our stores and Legos and go through one more cycle of swapping out for our warehouses. So cola for you. I misclicked. Cola for you. And cola for you. Let's take a quick look at Rio. We've got our first store purchasing cola from the warehouse from all cities. Same goes for you. And same goes for store C. Take a quick look at Helsinki. We've got 2 stores, so our cola will be coming from the warehouse, store A, and it'll come from the warehouse in store B. Good. You've increased that. Hopefully that'll increase our profitability as well. Now let's take a quick look at market shares here in LC. So grape juice, we're dominating. Wines, we've got a little bit of competition, but this is a partner or is it it is a competitor and a partner, but mostly a competitor. And as for canned corn, we dominate the market. Cola, not yet, but this could be a lack of supply. Let me take a look at brand rating. We're at 63. What is this brand rating composed of? 63 of total, 46 of awareness, and 18 of loyalty. Loyalty is still picking up, but I think we still can invest in brand across the board. Nobody's like at 100% brand rating. So with that, I think the vision here for Helsinki is that our stores are pretty much saturating the market. Whatever we have to do is basically just increasing prices from now on. However, prices are already at the limit, I think. I'll try that, see what happens. Take a look at grape juice, 73 rating versus 44. There's no competition here as well. Try to squeeze that yellow bar. Canned corn, same thing applies. It's inflation, man. And cola, 47 versus 43, we're not there yet. I'll let that continue as it is. That's for Helsinki. Take a look at Lagos. Lagos were dominating in terms of overall rating for wines. There we go. It's 1 single pixel for the yellow bar. Take a look at cola. We're actually pretty high on cola. 50 cents a cola can. I mean, can't complain about that. I'll let that go on for a little bit. Let's take a look at grape juice. 62. Not that much of an added advantage, but it is already 1 single pixel. And as for canned corn, got a little bit of comfort here. Will the yellow pixel show up? Oh, there we go. That's rating 46. It's actually below overall rating, but it'll get there. It will get there. And Rio, last but not least. Let's take a look at wines. Of course, super dominance. We have a little bit of a pixel there to recover. There we go. Grape juice, 67 versus 72. We're at the limit. Canned corn, 80 versus 55. The tedious job of price tweaking. 51 versus 50. I'll let that go. Well, I'll charge at least above my cost. I know that'll decrease my overall rating, but I will get there one day. And there we go. interest is actually going down. I have a surplus of cash. What I will do is actually repay some of our loans. So we have 82 million. I'll repay 32 million for now. And slowly we'll improve our condition. Now, with that done, profitability is increasing. I think there is something to be said that I have a dream that if we look at our overall strategy, we want to one day, become a fantastic, incredible, stupendous, incredulous wine producer. But there is one step that is becoming a media guru, which is it's an optional business. I think it makes sense since we're investing so much in branding. The problem is you need to build your media station each and every time for each and every city. That's a huge fortune. So we have to start being intelligent here. And what I think is the best way to go about it is, the most expensive, Rio. I would say that's the best place to start. So why not produce our own media firm? And these cost like a fortune. Like TV stations, 123 million to set up, which could actually mean that I want to contract that loan again. Just repaid it. Guess that's not gonna happen so soon. So let's try and build our TV station in Rio. I'll actually try to maybe build it next to my supermarket. Maybe that'll increase traffic. It's at 51 right now. Let's see what happens. TV station, 9 million, 5 million. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to not spend on building it. 2,400,000 per month just for that. And our pricing will have to decrease, obviously. CavTV. I'll let that go on for a little while. Rating of 1%. Takes a while. That's bleeding up our profitability. Got a new cycle of cola R&D. That's nice. So we went through a 1-year cycle. We reached 86. Wow. And let's go for a 2-year cycle. Gotta go to 124. Awesome. So our cola is up to 81 in quality. Hopefully we'll be able to keep up with demand. Let's go back to Rio, take a quick look at our TV stations at almost 2% share. We've got some local competitors. Okay, local advertisers. That's good. Increase that pricing to 120. Will I be able to get some profit? Absolutely not. But our market share is increasing. Revenue is increasing as well. Got more and more people advertising with us. We're at 160. Go to 180. I think we're at the right point. And as for advertising, our brand rating is just like so high on these products, I'm actually going to risk swapping it over. Or just to mention that, I'll get the training. That's fine. Let's switch over to our own media in Rio and see what we can do. Maybe we'll be able to increase profitability. 69. Already increasing 64. Okay. Through a swap of months. What's this going to do to our brand rating, I wonder? 96, 54, and 42. 54 and 42. We had a new cycle of technology. I heard that sound. You heard it. May 20th. June. Absolutely no change. It's pretty amazing. Profitability did go down, but we are increasing our ratings. We're at 7%. We've got the best bloggers, podcasters, YouTubers. I'll take that. And I think it's a good moment for us to rethink our strategies. I will mention that our R&D for grape juice reached that new level, the 1-year cycle. The other products are on a 2-year cycle, so we're intermediate. But we've reached 75. So speaking of wines, we're actually selling to other people as well. And our supply seems to be like pretty much on a limit here. Quite interesting. And I will actually increase the price that we charge just because, I would accept that money from our local competitors that are purchasing our wines. Basically that. And let's take a quick look at canned corn. You don't have to be on an internal sale. You can sell for more than what you're being charged for. As for you guys, all internal sales. You can most definitely charge a little bit less. Yeah, take a look at grapes. Okay, we're fine. Let's look at corn. Fully internal supply sequences. Corn syrup. We have 2 sources. Our manufacturing is at the limit. That means that our manufacturings here are not on the limit. We do not seem to have a lack of supply. Not quite clear, but I will triple you up for the next episode. I'll actually put you on some training. I think that's fair. Our 2 cola industries are fine in terms of capacities, sales units as well. Let's take a look at our R&D center for canned corn. Okay. Now, that being done, let's take a quick look at our corporations list. We've got very high revenues. We're approaching the top player. Profits have improved, so like 2/3 there. That's a 30-year chart. Our operating profit is increasing. It did take a hit. Maybe this is the media firm. I think it's a good investment. We'll see in the long term what will happen in the next episodes. Hope you'll be with us. And as for firms, R&Ds are bleeding us almost 19 million. TV stations bleed us 20. Okay, that does explain it. 28 million. As for products, margins are incredible. Grapes is quite surprising. And corn syrup, corn, cola 37. These two, I would expect to be a little bit better, but we are doing pretty good, I must admit. So revenues continue to increase in an exponential rate. Hugely encouraging. Our operating profit as well, net profit, and our net worth going up pretty sharply. Our cash is at 53 million. We took out that loan to invest in that media firm. But I think we're doing okay. There's a little bit of surplus there. That's our balance sheet. Let's take a look at our income statement for the last year. Net operating profit is at 76 million. That's an improvement. As for our technology above 30, we've got these fellas going on. Pretty much equal, very, very balanced. Going up to another increased step, more close to 100. As soon as we pass 100, we're going to start to reap those rewards. As for advertising, our funds have not changed, although in Rio we did build our first media firm. And as for brand, we're doing pretty okay. Cola's still building up, but the more mature businesses are at 90 somethings. So I think our financing is quite on point, very efficient. As for dominance, we're dominating media as the second largest player. Look at that. That's so crazy. In media, we have 20.29%, and the lead has 99.71%. It's like the government, gotta say. So I think I'll take that as I'm actually the leader among the private players. Farming went third, retail third, and manufacturing fourth. Beverages continue to dominate very easily with number one, now in the third category. And canned corn, we also continue as first, although in food, we did lose leadership. I wonder what they're making, but that wasn't expected to be maintained anyway. And that is very, 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 very good. As for our profit, our overall net worth, we've reached 300 million out of 1 billion, which is our goal. As for cities, let's take a quick look at economic graphs. Real wages in Lagos is at 45 already. Rio is still at 61, and Helsinki at 85. We'll take a quick look at corporations. I want to take a look at our business relations. So we are trading a lot with Treasure Pit, our single source of aluminum, but we did begin purchasing from Three Brothers. The last point is false. Do not believe it. It's up here. And Eternal Motion is also purchasing a little bit of our products, I believe, our wines. Concept Bright is also another partner. Very nice. These are the shares of our competitors. Not all, actually almost none of them are public. Very interesting. Our firms, let's take a quick look at profits. So we have market at 1 million, 2. Have another one at 2. The factory at 2 million, the farm at 2 million. But that is it. Okay, I'll take that. So thank you very much. And before we go, just take a quick watch at the commercial for our Lagos wine. So I think it's the last time we show this because our quality is actually increasing. We're already at 67 quality. That's not a poor, cheap scam wine anymore. So we will soon have to replace our marketing campaign. But for now, this is the campaign. Hope you enjoy.
Imagine savoring one of the finest Bordeaux made from the best selection of Nigerian grapes.